Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Shifting State. Today we're on my favorite road, Route 5 out here, and we're on, once again, my beautiful Warbird here, my 2021 Harley Davidson Road King Special. So I'm going to fire this thing up, get it on the road, and head out there on Route 5 and give you some view and talk about some good stuff. Let's go. Alright guys, welcome to another episode. Today we're going to talk a little bit about, I don't know, a little subject on like motorcycle maintenance and everything. Mostly about, you know, do you work on your own stuff or do you take it to a shop? And if you do take it to a shop, do you take it to your local dealership or do you have a local trusted shop that you trust with your bike, your two wheels, and your life? Because ultimately you're on two wheels out here on the road and you are putting a lot of trust on these two wheels. So with that said, let's go ahead, start the conversation. So first off, like I said, the conversation is, do you work on your own stuff? Let's ask that question. Do you work on your own stuff, and to roadkill, and to what extent do you work on your own stuff? You know, for me, trying not to die here. Hello, Mr. Postman. Anyways, so for me, I try my best to work on my own stuff. For one, I want to know my bike. For two, I'm cheap. I am cheap. Even if I hit the lotto tomorrow, I'm cheap. Like, I don't like spending money. So if you're like me, you like to work on your own stuff. I will do it to an extent until I get to a situation where, like, I do not trust myself doing that. And I mean, there's a lot of things I've done and haven't done. I will say, you know, my first big project, and I won't even call it like a huge project, but my clutch went out in my 2017 Roadster that I had, and instead of taking it to the dealership, I went out and bought the parts. And you know, I'm kind of glad I did it myself, because it ended up being a bigger problem than what I thought. I thought it was just, hey, it's time for a new clutch. I think it had about 15,000 miles on it, maybe. I don't really remember. It's been a while now. Missed that bike. But you know, when I opened it all up, tore it all apart, looked at the clutch, and I ended up finding little rivets inside, and I was like, this cannot be good. And then after further research, I found, well, Harley likes to make these things called grenade plates. They put them in their Sportsters. And basically what that tells us, those little rivets explode and tear everything up. And doing further research, it's basically, it was just better for me to replace the hub and the basket, the clutch hub basket and all that stuff, and my clutch. So I really fell into a deeper project than what I thought I was getting into. But I was able to figure it out after going out and buying some more tools and everything. You know, that was fun. I probably, after everything was said and done, spent about what I would have spent taking it to somebody to repair it. You know, probably close to, I'll say. But you know, I did it myself, and man, I was, for one, proud of myself for doing it, and two, I was just happy, so happy to have that bike back on the road. And I ended up upgrading it to the Screaming Eagle clutch. And I don't know, for those of you who know, that clutch plate for the Screaming Eagle clutch is definitely an upgrade. It's a lot tighter. So, you know, my stock clutch cable and everything I had on there before used to be easy. Whew, that one, it was a workout for my hand, but man, it did the job. And I think the current owner still likes it too. So I think I did a good job, is what I'll say. Oil changes, stuff like that, also I try to do myself. You know, little project things I'll try to do myself. I need to go out and buy a owner's manual or owner's maintenance manual, whatever you want to call it, for this one, because eventually I am going to have to get and start doing some stuff. One thing that I would like to do, and there's probably some mechanics on here that have done it before, and yeah, it's pretty easy, but I don't know how to do the forks, you know, change the fluids, stuff like that. And then I would love to learn, I would really love to learn how to do that. The other thing is, was it like bleeding the brakes on these? Okay, so On my Roadster, yes, I would do it because it was not ABS. This is ABS. I've seen so many different videos on YouTube, read up on different ways to do it, and I don't know, man. That one I just don't trust unless you actually go out and buy the device to actually, you know, bleed that module. But this isn't a how-to video. I'm just saying these are some of the things I myself would like to do. But the other thing, like I was talking about, is so you can either do it yourself or you can take it to a dealership or your local shop. So pros and cons about, like, you can take it to the dealership. Well, the pro is the dealership, they got all the tools and, we'll say, resources if they run into problems, to make some phone calls, whatever it is, to fix whatever the problem is. The bad thing is, I think with dealerships, if you got an older bike, I don't even think they're going to touch it really, because once it gets to a certain age, parts are harder to find, and I don't think a lot of the techs, everybody out enjoying the day. It's a hot one, so we're hiding out here in the shade on the back roads. But going back, I don't think a lot of the techs maybe know a lot about the older bikes. Like, are these new techs that are coming out and being trained, how well do they know, like, you know, carbureted motors and stuff like that? I don't know. Me myself, that's another thing I'd love to learn too, just working on carbureted motors. So I definitely think that's it's getting to be like a lost trade, you know. Kind of like machine work and everything too, like on these old choppers and stuff. There's not many people out there that could tear them apart, put them back together, or take an engine that's been blown and rebuild that thing, you know. So, but yeah, so like I said, dealerships, another thing is price. So it can be a little pricey taking that thing to the dealership to get worked on. So little pros and cons there with the dealership. Local shops, and this is just my opinion, and just saying, you might be able to find some better pricing, but, you know, be careful with your backyard mechanics for one too. But your local shop guys, I mean, a lot of them, they did go off to be trained. A lot of them probably even started off at bigger dealerships and ventured off on their own to start their own shops, or, you know, whatever the case. You know, so I'm sure there's some experienced guys out there. Some probably started out in the backyard and built their way up, and they really know their stuff, especially like the old school guys. You know, pricing again probably could be a little bit better, you know, going to a local shop. Their resources, you know, depending on which shop it is, you know, they're limited. So man, that's like the 4th or 5th bike I've seen today. Everybody out riding. Guys, I love this back road, and I'm not trying to like ramble on about it, but I love the fact that God, it is probably like 100-some degrees today, but I can come out here on this back road that I love so much. This is Route 5 out here in Virginia. You can find it. But yeah, man, it's shaded, it's beautiful, and it goes on for miles. I could do an all-day ride out there. It's just all the way out. So, and it just keeps flowing. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, back to my conversation. I just want to know, drop it in the comments. I mean, and go ahead, like, share. You know, do you work on your own stuff? Do you take it to a dealership? Do you take it to a local shop? Which one do you prefer? Which one do you trust? I mean, I really encourage everybody to grab a buddy or somebody who knows a little bit more than you and take that chance and learn to work on your own bike, man, because you can take a lot of pride in that. And I mean, it's trial and error, but the scary part about that is trial and error on 2 wheels. It is a little scary. So, but yeah, in the comments, just let me know, which one do you prefer? You know, what things have you done? What things are you comfortable with? And the last thing I'm going to leave you guys with is September 21st and September 22nd. September 21st, my State of the Union bike show in Prince George, Virginia at Tilted Kilt. I invite all you guys out. It's a free show. And last year we had about 500 people, so we had a lot of fun. Once again, I invite you all out to come join us. And oh my Lord, woo, that's the final distance tip right there. Okay, going home to change the pants. Anyways, so go. I invite y'all out to my State of the Union bike show at Tilted Kilt in Prince George, Virginia. You can go on my Facebook page. We actually have a Facebook page for the State of the Union bike show. Go over there, like the event, let me know you're coming. I look forward to seeing you all there, man. We got like, I think it's like 10 different categories for different bikes and all that. And we got like best mechanic, best local shop, best dealership, best community leader. You know, I try to give credit where credit is due on a lot of things. And then, like I said, we got the bike awards and everything, like, you know, best garage build, best paint, and there's a whole list. But you can go check it all out over there. I encourage you to. And then, so that's September 21st, and then September 22nd, which is, it's going to be a full-blown weekend for us. We had the Virginia Revolution Run, and again, we'll be leaving from Tilted Kilt in Prince George, and we'll actually be coming out on this road doing the 5 and Dime, and you can look that up. That's a nice ride too. But we're gonna be doing that, and we've teamed up with Prince George, Virginia CERT team, and they're gonna be raising money for Reefs Across America. So there'll probably be like a $20, you know, donation, we'll say, to enter into that ride. But we hope it to be a big one, and it's definitely gonna be a fun one. So again, I encourage you to come out. Leaving you with the last thing, guys, just hit that subscribe button, help my channel grow. You know, I've been doing this for about 5 years, and one of my goals, and if you could really just help me out, share my YouTube channel, whatever it may be, and just hit that subscribe button, give me some likes, watch this video again if you can. But one of my goals that I've been doing this for 5 years is I would love to hit 100,000 so I can get that YouTube award. It's, I mean, you don't get any money or anything from it, but it's just like one of, like, I don't get excited about awards, but that's kind of like the one thing I've been working really hard to get to, and it's a slow rise. I don't have the money or the funding and everything to throw at this channel to make it happen. It's just me, my bike, my camera, and if I get a little extra cash, I just, like, you know, I just bought some software. So, but yeah, just help me out. I appreciate you guys. I hope you all enjoy this summer. Ride safe, and I'll catch you next time.